Well, are you getting enough sleep? Is that a ridiculous question for us, right? Probably a lot of you, too. Regularly getting a good night's rest can make a world of difference, though, for many people.
Yep, the creators of one smartphone app claim you can use your phone now to analyze your sleep patterns and get your body clock back on track. Fox 5's Lauren DeMarco is here now with more on that. Hey, Lauren.
Good morning, you two. The Sleep Cycle app costs 99 cents and claims to be among the top-rated apps in nearly a dozen countries. So I wanted to find out if it really works, and I spoke with a local sleep expert for some insight. Those sounds can be painful. How about something a little more soothing? The Sleep Cycle app aims to help you get a better night's rest, wake more pleasantly, and feel more energized. Place your iPhone on your mattress, and the phone's built-in accelerometer senses your movement throughout the night, creating easy-to-read graphs. The app's creators claim you can set it to wake you when you're in your lightest sleep phase. Dr. Thomas LoRusso, medical director at the Northern Virginia Sleep Diagnostic Center, takes a bit of an issue with that last part.
To determine whether you're in light sleep, are you moving or not moving? Movement has nothing to do with the staging.
But even if the app isn't really able to determine which stage of sleep you're in, he thinks it could be a decent gauge of when you're asleep and when you're actually awake.
If you're frequently waking up, you may even end up close to the same amount of sleep that someone that's sleeping well, but you're not cycling down into deeper stages of sleep. So that pattern may be helpful. Say, hey, how come I'm tired? Well, you're actually waking up a lot.
That could be a sign of sleep apnea. Or maybe you just need to change your daily routine when it comes to what time you exercise, ingest caffeine, or have that last cigarette.
Smoking, for example, is a stimulant, so some people that are smoking close to bedtime, nicotine can stimulate you and you can have a lot of trouble with your sleep.
The app could help determine whether or not you have insomnia, or you may learn that you have a delayed sleep pattern, apparently a common enough problem with a solution.
People that are kind of night owls, their melatonin goes up later in the night and it comes down later in the night. That's generally where you sleep the best. So if you can apply bright light early to wake them up, and then what you do is you utilize a very low dose of melatonin about 8 hours after you wake up. That can get your melatonin curve going up earlier. So you can actually shift people using that. And a device like this app may help you define if this pattern is present.
We all know a lack of proper sleep can impact overall quality of life. It can also lead to diabetes, increased cardiovascular risk, and a number of psychological conditions. Dr. LoRusso says apps like Sleep Cycle are a step in the right direction.
Hopefully, as we go along here, we're going to have some very simple devices to look at you in your own environment, which is a very helpful thing in patients that aren't sleeping well, because when you go in a lab, it's an artificial environment.
Pretty interesting, and hopefully can help some people at home. The one thing we were saying, you know, again, I'm no doctor, but it always kind of freaks me out when you're sleeping with the phone so close to you. So I kind of like the idea of just using it for a few weeks, getting your sleep pattern, and then enough is enough. I don't know that I would use that alarm clock all the time, but that's just me. So.
It's a good way to figure out what your pattern is and how do you tweak it.
If you've got an issue. We just have issues no matter what in the morning show.
I'm
sure many people have that. So. All right, well, listen, there is another thing I want to tell you guys about today quickly. It's a new thing that we're doing at Fox 5. There's this MyFox app for Verizon feature phones. What is a feature phone, you ask? It is not a smartphone, but a cell phone. Tony, you know all about that.
Yeah, this would be my regular phone.
Right, so there's about 24 Verizon phones that you can use this app with. So even if you don't have a smartphone, you can still get access to some great information that's packed into our smartphone app. You've got the breaking news, weather, entertainment, celebrity gossip, interviews, sports, and all of that. You can switch from the local news here in D.C. to any of 17 U.S. cities where there are local Fox stations. We've all got this app. So to get it, you text MyFox to 2777, and that spells apps. And you can also find the link on myfoxdc.com.
Very cool. I can get something on my phone. All right.
Thanks, Lauren.
Appreciate it. That's good. All right.
The Fox 5 weather app. Look 10 days ahead or hour by hour. View today's video forecast and radar that can pinpoint your neighborhood free at your App Store or Android Market.